This year it happened. I fell madly and deeply in love with my neighborhood lake. I've always liked it. I've walked around it, biked around it, and even run around it for years. But something changed this summer. I fell in love with Lake Nokomis the first time I swam across it. Normally, you're not allowed to swim across the lake. If caught, you get a steep $1,500 fine. But on Tuesday nights, from mid-June through late August, they bring in extra lifeguards and set up a course on the water, with the big beach on one end and the little beach on the other. The distance from one beach to the next is 600 yards, so 1,200 yards total if you swim straight, which is surprisingly difficult. The water is often choppy, the sun can be blinding, and even though they have a handful of green buoys and a dozen or so lifeguards on kayaks marking the path, it can be very disorienting and easy to start drifting one way or the other. Prior to the summer, I had never really swam in open water. Of course, I'd played around in lake water. I was born on Lake Superior in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan and spent most of my first 4 years before we moved away either swimming in it or begging to go to it. But I'd never really swam across a lake. Open water scared me. You can't see anything. Who knows how many fish are swimming around you, beside you, underneath you? Perhaps my fear of open water as a kid had something to do with the ridiculous number of times I had watched Jaws and Jaws 2. I had an irrational fear of sharks. I know they only existed in certain bodies of water, in certain locations, but that didn't stop me from speculating on how they might survive and lurk in the lake. I even found myself nervously eyeing the deep end of the pool as I swam laps, half expecting a shark to pop out of the drain. In the late 1980s, I read the book The Shadow in the Pond. It's about a mysterious shadow that lurks at the bottom of a deep pond, waiting to snatch up anything or anyone that falls in the water, like a new puppy or a favorite doll. It turns out that the shadow belongs to an ancient turtle that is just very, very hungry. That book freaked me out. I remember swimming at Gibson Lake that summer while visiting my grandparents. There was a dock not too far from shore. Every time I swam out to it with my dad, I looked carefully for a looming shadow, prepared to swim as fast as I could away from it. I knew there wasn't a turtle in the water, but I looked anyway. Last year, when I first heard about the open swim across Lake Nokomis, I thought about going. I never did. Inertia, more than fear of sharks or ancient turtles, was the culprit. I've mostly outgrown my fear of what might be lurking in the water. It's been replaced by a complacency that is slowly creeping in as I get older. This year, I almost found an excuse not to go again, but with the extra encouragement of my 10-year-old son, I did it. I swam across the lake. It was hard. I couldn't really see where I was going. My goggles kept fogging up. My back hurt from arching it to see across to the other shore. I loved it. Nothing compares to swimming outside in open water. I used to have this fantasy that I'd live by an outdoor pool, preferably one that was like the pool on the beach near my sister Mari's old house in Australia. I'd go swimming every day, or almost every day. That was until this summer. Now, all I want to do is swim in and across Lake Nokomis. Who needs pools with their tedious laps and flip turns when you can just swim until you reach a shore? For the rest of July and most of August, I went to the open swim every Tuesday. I was so inspired by that first swim that I signed up for a triathlon and completed it in August. It's fall now, and I can't swim in the lake anymore. Instead, I'm swimming at the YWCA pool as I prepare for my first indoor triathlon in November. I miss swimming in the lake, but I'm still running around it, and in a few months, when it's solid ice, I'll walk across it. I might even skate on it, but I'll be dreaming of next June when I can swim across it again.